Good morning, blessings to you. I hope you're doing really well. Today is my birthday, so if you share this day, the 11th of May, and you are a Taurus, then happy birthday to you as well. Or if this weekend is your birthday, then happy birthday to you. Let's get into where you are at today. So I'm going to pick your runes first of all. Where is your energy at this time? T-Wars, this one hasn't been out very often lately. Now this brings me straight away a message of the student surpasses the teacher. So there's a point where you are now confident in your own decision making. You're not allowing anybody else to sway you. Daggers, this is interesting. This rune's coming out. The energy of this is out at the moment. I've had it a lot in a few readings recently. And that is the message of time is being the illusion. So for some of you, you may feel like you want to reach this point of independence, but you might feel like it's too late. Well, Daggers is talking about the illusion of time, that sometimes we can feel like we've run out of time, but actually we haven't. It's elusive. And Ingwars is about trust. So if you feel like you are out of time to reach something that you want to commit to, this is telling you you are not out of time. There is still time. Things can still happen. Let's get in to see what the dragons are talking about for you today. Oh, we have two dragons. We have an orange dragon and an orange gold dragon. That's funny, isn't it? So orange may be the colour that's significant for this. That is connected to the sacral centre. So this is your centre of creativity, relationships, of feeling, passion. So the orange dragon says bring soul families and communities together, and the orange gold dragon opens you to knowledge from the new golden age. So carrying the energy of the future, being a guiding light, spread belonging, warmth and oneness, bring people everywhere together. So basically I feel like what this is talking about, and with T-Wars here, is the power that you have to bring people together, the ability that you have to be a leader in a particular situation in your life. And I feel like there's been a lot around the inner masculine, or if you are masculine yourself, you know, bringing forward the gifts of the masculine in, you know, problem solving, in not fixing things, but bringing things together, being the leader in a situation. There's something happening with my throat right now, so I feel like for some of you it's more about you not being able to communicate what you want to take control of, what you want to take charge of. T-Wars is kind of suggesting there that there may be someone that you feel is a higher power to you, so you feel like you might be stepping on somebody's toes. Well, this is suggesting you need to understand your power and not allow anybody else to suppress that. You know, you're not having a power over anybody. You certainly don't want to be a power under anybody. You just want to be a power with, and you have the ability to make those changes. So let's get into the tarot cards around this situation. What do you need to know? Okay, the Page of Cups in the reverse position. So again, it's about seeing yourself as the adult in the room, not the child in the room. You do have a voice. You do have an ability to voice your opinion and to bring forward that gift. Having the courage to do that is what strength is saying. So for some of you, you might be feeling very vulnerable or a little bit on your own in bringing forward what it is that you want to do, what you want to say, how you could take control of this particular situation. There's a vulnerability to that, because you might be kind of leaving yourself wide open for rejection, or for not being accepted, or for somebody challenging you, and I feel like you don't really want that challenge. There's something I just saw then, and it was making me think about the Lion King and Rafiki, you know, the monkey. So doesn't he whack Simba or something, and he's like, ow, that really hurt, and he's like, it doesn't matter, it's in the past. There's something about that, something being in the past. It's like, why do you keep beating yourself up over that? You don't need to do that anymore. You can just release that and think about where you are presently and what is happening presently in your life that is going to shape your future. Yeah, okay. You may have, and this relates to Daggers actually, you may have flooded yourself with too many options, too many things going on, which has kind of created a lot of illusion. So Daggers is here to break that illusion now, and to have a breakthrough moment of like, okay, there's one thing that we're going to focus on. Oops, where am I putting that? One thing that we're going to focus on, And when you focus on one thing at a time, that's how you manifest something. If you're spreading yourself too thinly across everything, it's too confusing and it can make things incredibly difficult to bring in. So let's see what else we have for you. Okay, you're coming into a time, and I feel like this is already, the process of this already began about April time. But you're in this space now of foundation building. For some of you, you could actually be in a temporary situation in your environment. So you might be moving house or planning to move house or wanting to move house, but you might be feeling stuck where you are currently. The celebration coming to that. And in the next 4 months, there is going to be a change to your environment. What else does this collective need to know? There's something about going to fields that are covered in flowers as well. I can see like lots of different colourful flowers. It could be like a lavender field or tulips or something like that. Okay, we have the Ten of Pentacles. There is something here about perhaps a fear of commitment. So it's almost like you might be putting on the brakes of leading yourself into something in case you don't have the capacity to continue with it. That's what I'm feeling from your energy right now. It's like you're not sure if it's a good idea or not. Why don't you trust yourself to commit to this, is what the question is here. And there is this definite feeling of time running out. And you have unrestricted yourself. Like just looking at this orange dragon, it looks like he's covered in ropes, but it looks like he's untangled them. So that's a little bit like the Eight of Swords in the reverse position, where it's there is nothing now holding you back. There's nothing stopping you. So why are you delaying this? It's like you know that you want this. We have the Star in the reverse position as well. There's a lot of doubt around here. I also feel like this could actually be, there's this constant feeling of unfinished business going on as well. And that's something that you want to deal with. So what do you need to do right now? Let me just look back it because there's too many cards there. What do you need to do right now? Okay. You need to stop looking at everything as competition, or believing that there is some kind of competition here that you may find surpasses you or pushes you out or you get rejected. You can't think like that anymore. This is about letting go of that feeling that there is competition. So that's the advice there. And there's also something about going back to something that you've been avoiding through fear of that rejection. Let's get a final outcome for you on this. What is the final outcome in this situation for you? Okay. Final outcome is coming up as this month you may find a little bit of disappointment, or you're having to work through like regret or disappointment from the past is what I'm feeling. Now, you can either stay in that energy or you can allow illumination at this time. And again, Daggers represents that illumination, that breakthrough. This is about you going deeper into your energy because it feels like you're in this cycle that's repeating itself, that is constantly leading to disappointment or restriction or kind of pulling back your energy because you haven't gone deep enough into yourself to really understand what's truly happening. If you imagine an iceberg and like there's the top of the iceberg, you've got anger or you're upset or you're feeling low. Well, under the surface, there's so much more going on. And this is where you're at right now. And you're not kind of touching on that. But if you did, you'd understand your situation a lot better. You'd figure out a way of bringing that to the surface. So it's a little bit like subconscious things going on in the background. Let's expose that. Okay. For some of you, you're actually quite... you want to be independent, or you already are, you're working towards that. There's a want for that. Maybe a romanticizing thought of like being, you know, you've got everything you ever wanted, you've fully self-made, but there's a loneliness to that, is what I'm getting. And you're kind of keeping yourself held back by doing that. So what else can I tell you about this? Okay. There's a need for balance here and a need for you to really open up to your spiritual guides to help you to create that balance. And it's all about time. Everything in this is about time and the illusion of time. You're not out of time. And if you would like a full reading on this, I can help you to find a way forward from this situation. If this resonates with you, drop me a DM to book in a reading. Have a blessed